Nick Foot, Craig Flair and Jacob Mollison. We are ready to go. Boy, have we been waiting a long time for this.
Footy held aloft. 2021 AFL season underway. Bounce is going to favour Nankervis. Parked under the footy. Edwards tracking it, just thumps it off the ground. Vacant territory out in the wing. Nunes has got to go and find it. Prestia belts into him. Ball up.
Toby.
Nankervis again.
Holding, Dustin Martin.
Held.
Stand.
So Martin telling everyone to get forward to the footy. He goes, there's the man on the mark rule, into effect straight away. Now short on the charge, what a beautiful kick. Rewalt to finish the work.
As we saw there with Dusty, he told everyone to get out of the road. Normally at that play at a stoppage, you try and roll fast to bypass the numbers. He told all the midfields to get out of the road so he could run, give it to short. Very smart work with that new rule.
So Rewalt, an opportunity here for him, heading towards 700 goals in his career this year. Jack Rewalt, tough opening kick, very capable. That one just to the right.
Tom.
Lots of space for Jack inside forward 50, Wiedering to bring it out. Got that additional room, gets a little block. Mackay got about 4 to beat in the air.
Well done. Toby Mark.
Perfect conditions here at the MCG, as you heard from BT. Pitternet to the front. Walsh speculates a bit with the handball. McIntosh went and got it. Nankervis, Martin arches the back. Beautiful ball. Gets Lambert. Lambert inside 50. Castagna, a capable forward. Almost Plowman. Hovering over the footy now. Umpire watching real close.
Come on.
Already seeing Dustin Martin enter the ball twice.
Russ,
and then
Mark.
the Carlton players aren't giving him a lot of attention at the stoppages. They're going to want to be a bit closer.
High. Carlton. Straight over his high.
Hold on, Wiedering.
Stand. Stand.
Pitternet in the back pocket here.
Play on.
Not a blade of grass out of shape at this venue. Nankervis, big leap, didn't hold it long enough, said the umpire. Recovers his own footy, well done for the big man. The ricochet ball comes here, an opportunity for Bolton, gives it to Lambert. The rundown tackle from behind was an absolute beauty from Fogarty. And Fogarty at centre-half back in a desperate lunge.
Stand.
Brought into the team to do exactly that, BT. 5 forward 50 tackles in his last outing from the Cats. Setterfield.
Play on.
Curnow.
Stand. Play on.
Got Mackay, the long option. Floston doing what he does best, just folding off.
Stand. Right out, Mark.
Good ball too. Castagna on the wing.
Play on.
Short. Measures it nicely to McIntosh. Just couldn't hang on. Setterfield will want the boundary.
Throw in.
Rewalt not very happy there. Doherty just put into a little bump into him, put him on his backside. Nice physicality there.
There you guys.
Just see here, Vlosten coming over and being able to be the third man in, take an intercept mark. That's a dangerous place to turn the ball over if you're Carlton moving forward.
Richmond forward end. Cripps. Sard. They welcome his presence. Jones, the mongrel, fell into the waiting arms of Short. Couldn't hold on. Plowman's wrapped him up like a spider. Lambert, the little one to Edwards, over the top. Now they find a bit of space. Caddy. Upended. Plowman, Walsh combined here. And in the end, Nunes able to get the ball out of the danger zone. Murphy able to muscle underneath the footy. Floston the winner. Silvani giving chase. Goes to ground. Just got it out in the nick of time. And I think it'll go over the line out of bounds.
As we see here, we talk about Richmond's pressure. That's what that does. Liam Jones had plenty of time, but because of Richmond's perceived pressure in the forward 50, it causes rush kicks like that.
Unlucky not to get a free there.
Hit a net to Cripps. We'll get a free
Push in
out
the
of this.
back. Carlton.
Ball goes downfield and Harold thumps into Boston.
Contest. Hey, settle. Hey, boys, the ball's coming.
Play on.
Cripps wants to play on, uses the umpire to give him a little block. Massages it to half forward, Curnow.
Play on.
Can he find someone inside 50? Sits a high one up. Casbolt! In the square. Big Levi directly in front.
Don't give one away. Boys.
For the first goal of the game and the season.
Release.
Bang.
Go to the ruck.
Lower, starting positions, go.
Go to your position. Go. Josh, position. Josh, inside.
This was intriguing stuff. The kick forward for Floston. The umpire's whistle had gone at that stage. Mackay, fortunately for him, Floston was okay.
You just saw Cripps being able to play on quickly, and then the ball gets to half forward and it kicks deep inside the forward 50 to a one-on-one. Casbolt takes the mark.
Hit net, Nankervis. Cochin out of this side, late withdrawal. Nankervis, the clearing kick. Rewalt strangely waiting for it to come off the hands of Jones. Jones flips it to Doherty. Doherty as smooth as you like. To last year's best and fairest in Wiedering. He hammers the ball to Casbolt. Attacks it strongly in the air. It was well done. Down now with a long ball. And either a mark or out of bounds on the full here to Grimes.
Asprey.
Stand. Come on.
Short.
Play on. Me.
Lambert had to make some ground, but he got there.
You.
Martin. One-on-one, he rarely loses them.
Stand. Play on.
Handball to Lambert. To Caddy. Worked it nicely to Graham.
Stand. You.
Just bashes it up in the air. Wiedering with a fist. And out.
Why is that bit of pair?
Mark, Tom Lynch, Mark, hold the meter.
Aren't they love being back? Lynch, hit net. No real winner there. Petrevski-Seton. Little kick out of the pack. Caddy was there, got a hand on it. Will keep it alive at the forward end for the Tigers.
Ready.
Josh Caddy back again, and the Tigers tonight with 20 of last year's 22 premiers playing tonight. Just Hooley and Cochin absent. Edwards, lovely. Lambert, squirting handball. Rioli, the stationary target. Poor result.
But that's Richmond's play there. Run in numbers, give that overlap handball, trying to get that free bloke. Great pressure there from the Carlton Footy Club.
Wiedering wants to bring it across and then take a long option, and that's Cripps. O'Brien comes in, shovels the handball to Cripps. Overlap running over here. Murphy, Williamson, Silvani just outside 50. Jams it into the hands of Mackay.
bounce here. Careful that one.
Nice movement of the ball from deep in defensive 50.
Time back on.
Harry. Harry.
David.
1 metre. 1 metre.
A nice presentation of the ball
That's
from
it.
Jack Silvani.
15 gone. I'll get you to stand now, Mick.
To make it a good start for the Blues. Mackay is always narrow.
Yeah, it was a good kick, JB, from Jack Silvani. He bulleted that in. And a hopeful start here for the Blues.
Started well, and you can see the style that they're trying to play and get the ball moving, kicking and marking, playing on.
Jaden Short there. Best used of the footy by foot. Rewalt, long way up. Grimes arriving. Picks off another 20 with the ground level ball, and Williamson defends to the boundary.
And Hodgie, it's already noticeable that how much the game is in motion and the ball is in motion. Early on, players are going to be really fatigued.
Yeah, we spoke about it before the game, about these first 10 minutes is crucial. Both teams are going to be up and about, but it's just who can get that second win to compose himself.
And Curvis, Bolton. She had a great year last year. Doherty. As I said before, it's been 3.5 years since he's played a game here in Melbourne with the crowd. Now they go forward once again. Gibbons gets a long ball in, but cutting work at the ankle beautifully is Bolter.
Quick release to Pickett.
Stand, Will. Stand.
Late in for Cochin.
Thanks, Mark. Stand. Nick. Stay out, guys. Stand. Play on. You.
Castagna and Sard. Well won by Castagna. Lambert. Lynch. Sard did well. Silvani stood up nicely. That's a good ball for Gibbons.
Play on.
Something about the Blues early.
Yours.
Long ball, Gibbons, one out, Mackay! Dropped what he should have taken. Had Asprey cold. Now the cavalry can arrive for Richmond. Blues also there in number. McIntosh slaps it. Fisher, handball on the up. Lambert clean. That wasn't a great handball. Dow's got to make the footy his objective. Nankervis did exactly that. Casbolt nice. Fisher back to Doherty. Measures that well.
Setterfield.
Stand.
Thought about going to Walsh. Still demanding it as Walsh close to the boundary line. Too far for him, I reckon. Here comes Mackay.
On.
Walsh sees something a little longer and deeper than that. Who can jump over the pack here? High ball, they come in, no one. Picked up in the end by Pickett. Little handball came there in the end to Asprey, and now McIntosh clearing ball out wide. Lynch pushed his man Wiedering under the ball, went back, gobbled it up. It was really well done. Tigers looking dangerous. Castagna to Martin, punched away from him by Plowman. Lynch gives Castagna another opportunity. Not sure what to do. In the end, a rather awkward looking kick. 3 Blues, 1 Tiger. They bowl each other over. Opportunity for Williamson of the Blues.
O'Brien.
Still me.
Lots of time. He needed it with that bounce. Good ball for Casbolt. Broken up in the air. Caddy. Edwards.
Stand. Play on.
It's a centre half forward. Curnow with a fist. Revolt at the back. Tumbles it inside 50. Wiedering the only one home for the Blues. Got Plowman. Finds him by hand, and then Walsh.
Stand.
Doing a power of work, Wiedering down back, isn't he? He's cut everything off. Here's Noons.
Play on.
Walsh, he'll run all night. Gibbons now been prominent already. Fisher on the left. Long ball, didn't get the length. Bolter's got to go, and he did.
Play on.
Mackay, the late arriver. The immediate switch of play here. Pickett, also been prominent early. Kicking skills need to be spot on to Lambert. Overcommitted did Sard. Went back and found Caddy, and now they steady the Tigers.
As the ball's pinging around, you can already see how much more open it is. Bolton. No one home. Pretty simple for Plowman.
Stand! Stand!
Gibbons
Play on! You.
didn't really time that at all well. Casbolt gets stripped of it. Richmond go back inside 50 and Dusty's out the back. Got to think he'll run around.
Stand where you are. Dustin, that's right. Line's good.
Among
He's on
the
the
so
mark.
many things he
Yeah.
does really well, his goal-kicking accuracy is astounding, Dustin Martin. Only got to think back to the grand final last year. Around he goes, and there's the commentator's curse right there, Bristle.
Absolutely.
He nearly kicked it out in the full. In fact, he did.
That there by Carlton. You can't have someone like Dustin standing by himself. They get a turnover, but as it kicks in the middle of the ground, Carlton have 2 or 3 spare blokes. You need to be turning your head. Dusty's always going to sit forward, so you need to be turning your head, making sure that there's no one sitting behind you.
Example of the yardage that can be gained by Plowman with the new man on the mark rule right there.
Push in the back. Carlton, Petrevski-Seton. Stand, Plowman.
Fisher now. Silvani, the little nifty one over the top. He can do likewise to Murphy. I think he can keep running if he wants. He does. Have a look at this. Casbolt should have been more out in front. Richmond defender over the top. Ashby knocked to Gibbons. Handball good. Here goes O'Brien. Carlton have kicked 2 first-quarter goals. What good movement that was from the Blues, with a couple of their stars involved. And although the kick wasn't inch perfect, the final one in, it was high and certainly created a lot of uncertainty for the Tiger defence. And O'Brien, the goal kicker.
We just see here that Mark Murphy's ability to play on and play on quickly in that position of the ground means that it's a deep entry. Carlton have the advantage of the outnumber. Richmond don't have time to flood back. They score from the goal square. Those deep entries and ability to play on quickly when you're in your forward half, critical to being able to convert from your scores.
The Blues have been jumped the last 3 times.
Okay, so we're going to throw this one up. It's a warning. 6. Backing out here, guys.
Heard that pretty clearly.
We're right,
6 and 6 not established by Richmond, so they get a warning.
Play on.
Quarter time in 2 of the last 3 games, the Blues have trailed by 30
Jack
or
Graham.
more points.
Who?
So
Jack Graham. Jack Graham, Richmond, free kick.
this is exactly the start they would have wanted, Graham. Rioli with a lot of room to move.
Stand. Play on. Play on.
Lynch wants it in. It goes in his direction. Well done, Pitternet, the big man. Floated back and did a good job of it. They brought Sard in to run and gun, but also distribute. Thumps it wide. Casbolt, in the end, just has to thump it over.
Just emphasises the importance of decision-making and execution.
Mark.
When players are dropping off, they're able to help out so much defensively, Hodgie, but when the other team is using their numbers that are around the ball, they're able to break that next line.
And that's what Carlton have done so well. They've linked up so well with handball to try and get that free man. Those longer switches we saw then gives Richmond enough time to cut them off.
Net at the back, the goal kicker, O'Brien.
Play on. Me.
They've been relatively clean when they've gone forward, the Blues. Baker. Floston, deliberately underground. Really intelligent stuff. Dion Prestia. Beautiful kick by him. Needed to mark it out in front there, Ashbury. And the Blues doing the little things well at the moment.
Just their defensive back six ability to come off quickly and influence those spoils. And then it was Plowman leaving his man, coming up and affecting the play.
Play on.
Prestia, Dow, and Sard combined. Now Petrevski-Seton wants to go. Just a little bit too cute. Lambert. Graham, look out. There's the Tigers first. You cannot turn the footy over there, and it's Arts. So Jake Arts, nice running finish. Scores from turnovers against Richmond. You just cannot afford to do it.
And this is what Job said before the game. Richmond want the ball alive in their forward half. That extra handball wasn't needed. That's where you've got to surge it from a stoppage, try and take some meterage off him. Exactly what Richmond want. A bit of pressure, a handball, and then they score from turnover, which they're known for the last few years.
The only Tiger out there without a premiership, other than their other sub, of course, who's not playing at the moment, Ross.
It's a warning against Carlton. Okay, warning, starting positions. Okay, so one warning each.
So
Next one, it's a free. Coming out here, we're throwing this up.
So I wonder why they throw it up after those warnings. Why don't they bounce it? Interesting. So both teams had a warning on the 666 here. Cripps extracts, not the best handball. Bolter, bit of an ugly kick, but got some meterage on it. Saad to knock it forward. Picked up there by Lambert, did well. Handball back and Prestia. Little right foot inside out, Banana missed. Too much spin on it for Prestia.
Odgie talked throughout the first quarter about that perceived pressure, and you have to play almost perfect football against this Richmond team because they just swarm in numbers. They put the pressure on, and all of a sudden you're defending deep in your back 50.
And that's what that one there from Saad. He's got to take possession of the ball. If you get tackled, hold the ball, who cares? You can't just knock it on.
Well done, Fisher.
Liam, stand.
Cripps gets it back, Fisher. Silvani's got to be clean. The ball was pretty tough to handle.
I feel Fisher there is trying to rush it too much. There's been 3 or 4 times tonight where he's either played on when he didn't have to. You saw earlier when Dusty took the mark or got the free kick, he let the play unfold in front of him and then he was able to go. Fisher just seems to be a little bit too eager. He needs to cool his jets just a little bit.
Look at that view, JB. Incredible of the G.
Great to be back here. 50,000. Asprey.
Ed, stand.
Have a look at all the Tigers trying to get on the bench there. 4 of them waving their arms.
Almost Williamson. Underrated player is Lambert, and that's a beautiful ball for Castagna. Not sure how you can say that he's
Adam, right
underrated with his body of work, but you just get the feeling, Joe, that he is.
One more step.
Called it right, Jake.
Yep,
Just
right.
the ability to execute at the right time,
Jace,
drop the eyes,
just come
lower
around
the
one
kick,
step.
put it out in front.
That's your line. 15 gone. Stand.
Not sure what he's thinking here.
Castagna's going to run around, and he strikes it beautifully. Tigers get their second. Level pegging with goals, and Castagna again showing what he brings to the table for Richmond.
He looked a little undecided, or was
How
he
far to go back?
or was he trying to be tricky?
Yeah, don't know. Only he would know. It was a good finish.
The long kick in here, Williamson. I love a defender who wants to go for the mark, but when you're playing against Richmond and they want a soft crumb, you need to put a big fist into that. Back yourself when you can, when you get a free run and jump at it, but when you're on a forward, punch it away from him so those little Richmond forwards don't get that soft crumb.
Richmond dominating out of the middle, 4-zip at the moment in clearances, Joe.
They just put that defensive back 50 of Carlton under pressure straight away.
Nankervis, Walsh. Cripps should get on the end of this. Around Caddy pretty easily and then through Edwards, but tripped. Walsh backs him up. It was well done by the young gun. Now the handball wide. Moons can't shake off the Rioli tackle. Back to Walsh. Well done, Walsh. Brilliant stuff to him. It was really good. Fogarty drilling high ball. Casbolt's there. Knocked away by Asprey. Pickett do well to let this go over the boundary. Kept it alive. Caddy to Noons.
Stand.
And Noons 55 metres out.
It's coming back in. Again, sits a high one up. Lots of Tigers in the air. Paddy Dow, outside of the boot. Oh, it's got a nice look about it already, this game of footy. Nice and open. It's a good moment for that young man. We talked about him pre-match. His next 30 or 40 games, so important, the former pick 3.
You mentioned earlier, JB, that Dow and O'Brien need to hit the scoreboard. Both of them have.
JB, you talked about the improvement of these younger Carlton brigade and being able to take the next step. Well, Dow just sitting at the back here, waiting for the ball to come over the top in a good position if you're in your forward 50 and then converting.
How we're looking? Good.
Yeah, pick 3. O'Brien picked 10, so they've invested a lot in these 2 young men. They're coming into the prime of their careers.
Have a look at this shot. 2 ready to do combat in the Coles centre circle. Bang, and they go at it. Probably a win down there it was to Pitnet. Got it to Walsh, who's been explosive out of the middle. High ball, knocked away. Dow keeps his feet. He got one in the back from McIntosh. Setterfield wanted to take advantage, but it'll be a Sam Walsh
in the back. Sam
Dow free.
Sorry, Pat Dow. Try back on. Stand.
No problems with the free there.
Play on.
So Paddy Dow to drill this long and high. Here they come at it. Mackay can't get around it. Pitnet's there as well over the back of Casbolt. They had the 3 talls there. Nankervis, ground level, rolled it out. Pickett did well. Floston, little one over the top. Tigers got some numbers here. Pressed here, tried to keep it rolling. Sard was there, set up the brick wall. Petrevski-Seton, great handball. Sard short ball. Finds Setterfield. And Grimes in a little trouble. Setterfield with a kick of just under 50.
Stand there.
Those last 2 kicks in from Carlton are excellent position. They're putting Richmond defenders under the pressure. They've got a couple goals from those crumbs. Excellent front and squaring by the Carlton Smalls.
So Will Setterfield from just on the 50. Kick's got the journey. It's all about the accuracy and pulls it left. Carlton looking good early. 3-2 to 2-2.
Floston on the podium in last year's best and fairest just highlights what a quality player he's become. High and wide, Wiedering to the front. Walsh belted in the tackle.
High footy. Thank you.
Go shovel.
Mark, Toby.
McIntosh got his hands free. Nankervis did pretty well. Curnow tracked the footy nicely, but then coughed it up. You can't do that against the Tigers. He might do it again here, Jake Arts. On the run, he goes instead for Martin, why not? Handball over the top, simple goal, Tigers. So Castagna gets his second. They're happy on the punt road in.
Good job, Pete.
And this is what you hate as a defender, when your midfielder, that happens, a turnover there, but then when you've got 3 Richmond blokes coming at you and you're 1v1 on Martin, he's in a bad spot, Doherty, and that kick was just perfect. He let Dusty do what he had to do, and when they got a forward like that who's that strong and then selfless with their hands over, that's just the football that Richmond bring. The numbers, they run in numbers, they get the turnover, and then they put the kick to the advantage.
Fans were delighted. Scores level. Couldn't ask for any more. Pressed here. Bolton. Long high ball. Here you go. Martin couldn't get a run. And Pitnet's done really well. In fact, was Wiedering with the punch there as well. Martin again. No one can lay a hand on him at the moment. High ball. Didn't gain a lot of ground here. Nankervis. Well done, Pitnet. Floston went and got it. Murphy waited for him. Knew he had to get rid of it. Martin, good. Clearing ball to Bolton. Bolton loads again. Long and deep. Off hands of Lynch. Castagna was there again. Lynch tackled by Wiedering. And he's done a sterling job in this first quarter, has Jacob Wiedering.
They've held up well, the Carlton tall defenders, because they've been under a fair amount of pressure.
There is Wiedering.
Pay deliberate. Pay deliberate.
Heard, pay deliberate. So they're going to.
Stand down. Clear out, that's fine. Stay out.
Pouring the pressure on late in this first term, the
Come on,
Tigers.
Do now.
Ends up going for home. Just touched on the line.
Gee, did he not move on the mark then before play on was called, Hodgie?
Yeah, no, with that, so he didn't go and man the mark, so he had to be 5 metres behind the man. So that's why the Richmond player was able to run through and kick from where the actual mark was.
Great explanation. So he got 5 metres behind the mark.
Yep, and he had to wait for the umpire to play on it, and then he could run towards it.
Okay. So Doherty, Casbolt, off hands, Nunes did it well. Fogarty, little kick further afield here. Comes towards Dow, he got barreled around from one end to the other and short.
Trot in.
Here's the mark. Went back from the 5 metres from the mark, as Hodgie said, which gave him the freedom to move.
It's a bit risky when you got somebody who can kick 55, BT.
Yep.
You're giving him that option to kick that long goal.
Yep, absolutely. And McIntosh probably didn't take full advantage of the space in front of him there. Prestia, straight to Cripps, good smother. Cripps, little soccer. Walsh working in tandem again. Curnow.
Just a good example there, BT, of that Richmond swarming pressure to move forward. Cripps was standing in the contest, one out by himself, surrounded by 4 Richmond players, and that's what they do. They constantly putting you under pressure, making you defend.
And Curvis slaps it his side's way, often with Richmond. That's all they need. Calling that deliberate as well.
Come through. Stay out, shake. Stand on the mark here.
Short one from Petrevski-Seton. Finds Cripps.
Stand. Well.
Already had 11 possessions. Back to Petrevski-Seton. Long one. Casbolt. Oh, good mark, Bolter. These are a really good set of hands.
Come back behind your mark. Behind your mark.
Just playing his 31st game, Noah Bolter, and he has become one of the better key defenders playing the game.
On.
Pounds a long one. Late stages. Entertaining first term. The Tigers go into the first break just 1 point ahead of the Blues.